This is Grow Omaha Uncut, where you can watch our radio show, including what goes on in the commercial breaks. And be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. Jeff Beals here at your service. We're brought to you by Dingman's Collision Center and D&M Roofing and Siding. This is the only show in the metro area that focuses on business and real estate and construction, a lot of restaurant and retail talk, anything related to Omaha becoming more vibrant and prosperous. And now, without any further ado, time to bring on my co-host, a man I've known for many years and has been doing real estate deals for many years, Trenton Magid.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Trenton.
Good morning, Jeff.
We are live on location at Forever Yesterday Exchange. We're going to tell you all about that business, but it is located on the northwest corner of 90th and Maple. And if you can picture 90th and Maple, a little bit to the west, there's Putting Plus. I used to know it as Putt golf course, but Putting Plus is here. So we're kind of right on that northwest corner of 90th and Maple, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that. We have with us today two representatives from Forever Yesterday Exchange. The first one we're going to bring on is a name you know if you're a regular listener. Craig Wolf is local entrepreneur, investor, worked for many years, CNA Industries, RS Medical, and you know him as a frequent Grow Omaha personality and the owner of Cheer Athletics. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning, Jeff. Good to be back here today.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you being part of our Grow Omaha team, and we'll talk more about Forever Yesterday Exchange. You're one of the owners and all that. But let's talk about your other business first, Cheer Athletics, because we have a Cheer Athletics Grow Omaha Eats restaurant review this week. Sarah Baker Hansen reviewed Cibo Vino, which is a really cool Italian place that opened not too terribly long ago at 11th and Jackson in the Old Market. Beautiful space. I've yet to try it, but all the things I've heard are great. Sarah really thought highly of it. If you want to read this review or any of our other reviews, just go to growomaha.com. Click on Eats, E-A-T-S, on the navigation bar, and you'll see Cibo Vino and the others. And, Craig, it's brought to you by Cheer Athletics. Cheer Athletics is the premier all-star cheer gym anywhere in the country, and the one here in Omaha is certainly the best in town.
Well, we appreciate the kind words. Tiffany, my wife, and I are proud sponsors of the best radio show in the metro.
Amen,
Omaha,
brother.
Right?
Amen.
And so, at Cheer Athletics, we're off of Highway 50 and 370. If you have an athlete that's interested in stunting, tumbling, all-star cheer, we're available every single night of the week, Monday through Fridays, and a lot of Sundays. We'd love to have you call. Go to the website at cheerathletics.com/Omaha. Check us out. Or just stop in, and we'd love to give you a tour and show you the place.
Has that been about 3 years now, or?
We are in our third year, yes, and all-star cheer is a beast. If you're in the cheer world, it is, when they say cheer life, it is exactly that. So we start in May and end in April. This past April, we had 3 teams down in Orlando competing at Worlds, and to all of our surprise, our athletes stepped up just in a way that was a little unexpected. It was an emotional time down there. We had our level 1 team finish 9th in the world. Our level 2 team finished 3rd, where they got on stage and got the bronze medal. And our level 5 team got 7th in the world. And so for a year 2 program at that time to have that level of success, I think is a credit. I know is a credit to the coaching staff that we have, our gym director, Krista Gilson, and everybody that's involved there. It's never about Tiffany and I. It's about our athletes, our coaches, and what they do day in and day out there.
But the kids learn a lot more than just cheer, right?
That's more my role there at Cheer Athletics. These kids, these athletes come to us to gain better skill set in the tumbling, stunting, and all-star cheer overall. When they leave the building, my goal is that, and hope is that they have life skills above all, that to make a contribution to into Omaha and overall society.
So Cheer Athletics Omaha location is located southwest of Highways 50 and 370 in beautiful Papillion. Now, Craig, we're going to bring on your business partner, the guy who runs Forever Yesterday Exchange, Patrick Kinchler. Good morning, Patrick. Thanks for hosting us out here today.
Yeah, good morning, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
You guys have a heck of an itinerary today. We've got games, we've got music, we've got Kona Ice coming.
Donuts.
We have donuts.
Free putt-putt.
We have free putt-putt across the street. So Patrick, thanks for hosting us. We'll talk a little bit more about Forever Yesterday Exchange a little bit later in the show and in our company feature segment. But we appreciate you hosting us. And, guys, let's go into our news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage. Eagle Mortgage has been doing mortgages for more than 3 decades. They've got it figured out, you could say. If you have any questions about financing, you're thinking about buying a new house, just talk with Holly or one of her people. Located at 114th and Dodge, eaglemortgagecompany.com online. But they can help you shop the market and figure out the best mortgage option for you. They're not beholden to a bank, so they can find the best mortgage for you. eaglemortgagecompany.com. All right, Trenton, let's start off with 2 construction projects along the Dodge corridor. One of them we've talked about a lot the last few weeks, the flagship library at 72nd and Dodge. I bring it up again because, frankly, I have been absolutely shocked at how fast the progress is on that thing.
Yeah, they've got it all fenced off, and then they're moving dirt, probably doing the infrastructure. And I thought it was 2026, didn't you?
It is 2026, but at the rate they're going, one wonders if they're going to be ahead of schedule. They're already drilling for the pilings, and so that'll be a 3-story, 96,000 square foot building when it does open, apparently in 2026. But I have no idea what their construction timeline is, but they sure seem to be ahead of schedule. Another big project on the Dodge corridor, Children's Hospital and Medical Center is building a new behavioral health and wellness center, kind of like a mental health hospital, if you will, for kids. 85th and West Dodge Road, just west of the existing campus, on the site that was once Nebraska Methodist College. Then they moved many years ago to the north side of Dodge. It had been used as Methodist offices, that building, for a while, tore that down. And now all that dirt work is in full swing. $110 million 4-story, 107,000 square foot building. It, too, is scheduled to open in 2026.
It's going to be a big year with that, with the Mutual of Omaha Tower, with Streetcar. What else is opening in 2026?
I don't know, but all eyes are on 2026, to be sure. The Governor Jim Pillen, is leading a trade mission to Japan and South Korea next week. Japan is Nebraska's largest direct foreign investor, and South Korea is Nebraska's 4th largest export market. So good to see Governor Pillen. Ricketts did a couple of those, I believe, in the last year he was in office, as Nebraska continues to become more and more of an international economy. And then here's a good piece of news. After some bad news earlier this year, a developer now has plans for the old Flora Apartments, 25th and Jones Street, on the southwest corner of downtown. They were destroyed earlier this year in a fire. In fact, I think it was the second fire that hit that building, if I remember correctly. And plans now call for 39 units in a 5-story new building, and it'll be called, get this, Flora Phoenix Apartments.
Wow, that's rising.
Rising from the ashes. And that is your news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. We're going to take our first break of the show, and when we come back, we're going to return to Forever Yesterday Exchange. It's located on the northwest corner of 90th and Maple. They have all sorts of things, kind of like an open house day today, if you will, a celebration of the store, of their business, of their industry. So you're going to want to come out today and see it. We'll be back in a moment. We're brought to you by Dingman's Collision Center and D&M Roofing and Siding on News Radio 1110 KFAB. Okay, good start, guys. Good job.
audio we're going to get.
Sun shining on the screen.
It's bad, yeah. But the audio might not be great either, so we'll see.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for the noise there.
I mean, it's only the first time.
It's like, I have an idea. Why don't we operate the leaf blower right?
Oh, I called him in.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Somebody said it's a good thing. It shows that there's activity behind us, and it kind of further. It's like a different looking fire stick. Kind of gives the image that it's something exciting out of place. Yeah, that's a big
Yeah. I don't even hear it.
Hey Raj, is that leaf blower in the background a big distraction? Are we okay? Not bad. Okay, cool. Good.
Morning.
How's my tread?
Good. How are you?
Good, Andy. Patrick, that's sweet chick. Hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
You too. You guys want a donut?
I'm good, thank you.
The Krispy Kreme has arrived.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking during the break.
Craig's like doing business over there.
Yeah. This guy's doing business 24/7.
Craig's doing business.
Like, I'm
doing
trying to
bit-
get it posted on the internet for you. I just
Doing business. Oh my God.
I said the big attraction is Jeff and Trenton. Come on out and see him.
And look at the throngs.
We got blade signs.
Well, we don't want anybody to get seizures, right?
True,
Wasn't that
yeah. Yeah. We don't want anyone, it's going to be kind of hot today. We don't want anyone to faint.
Is this Caesar season?
Wasn't it the gal that had listened to your voice or whatever would like maybe
I think that was
something
Entertainment
else,
Tonight.
but somebody was
Thank
like
you.
fascinated by your voice or you you told me that story.
We've had a couple of those, yeah. And then when they meet me in person, they're terribly disappointed. And you should see the look on their face when they meet Trenton.
Yeah, I tell them that
Devastating.
the radio takes off 50 pounds.
Good morning.
Have you seen this?
I saw that.
Pretty clever.
Oh, here we go. And welcome back to Grow Omaha, brought to you by Dingman's Collision Center, along with D&M Roofing and Siding. This is the only show in the metro area that talks about fun things related to Omaha becoming bigger and more prosperous. And we are live on location today at Forever Yesterday Exchange. Trenton Magid in the house, as he always is, sitting right next to me. And so we've got with us Craig Wolf and then also Patrick Kinchler. Patrick is the founder and operator of Forever Yesterday Exchange. And Patrick, let's talk a little bit about this unique business. And first of all, give us the 30,000-foot view as we highlight your very cool company.
Yeah, thank you again. So we're celebrating 5 years next month, actually, so we're pretty excited about that. But we offer estate liquidation and clean-out services, and so we'll go into a home and make an offer on everything in the home and essentially bring it back to one of our 2 locations currently and price it accordingly and resell it in our secondhand shops.
And we're at the 90th and Maple location. Where's the other one?
84th and L Street.
So you go into these houses when someone's going to have an estate sale, and basically, if I understand correctly, what doesn't sell, then you make a bid to take off of their hands.
Yeah, sure. So we do work with a lot of estate sale companies, but we work with a lot of probate real estate agents and come in and take everything from hoarding and abandonment situations to big sprawling estates out in Elkhorn. So the estate sale business is a part of it, but it's certainly not all of it.
And one of the companies you work with, and Jeff wanted me to bring this up, was Twist
Here
of
we
Fate
go.
Estate Sales.
Yes.
And to Shell and Joel, I'm sure you're listening. They wanted to be here this morning, Jeff, and bring you a present, but they were short a person.
Like an ad sponsorship check?
Yeah.
All right, back to you, Patrick. That's an inside joke that Trent and I have. For some reason, he loves pimping that company, even though they're not an official Grow Omaha advertiser.
They're good folks.
Yeah, they do good work.
So talk to me a little bit about this hoarding thing. Because, there has been, I think one of the networks has a hoarding reality TV show and all that sort of thing. How does that happen? Like some family member is finally fed up or there's an intervention or what?
Usually there's a death somewhere in the family, and a family is needing to take care of an estate, and it's just like the TV show. We handle the estate with sensitivity and dispose of, remove, donate, and resell what we can.
Patrick, there's different types of hoarders. There's hoarders that actually have like nice stuff, and then there's hoarders that just collect every paper they've ever seen and just trash. Isn't there a spectrum of hoarders?
It's quite a spectrum. So those two things, plus we find hoarded dead animals and all kinds of different things. So it is a very broad spectrum of hoarding.
And he's not talking about taxidermy, ladies and gentlemen.
And to be sure, those don't make it to the store. So Patrick, let's say you guys are brought in to clean out a house. There's probably some things that you don't want.
Sure.
That they don't have a resale value. What do you do with that? Just have a big dumpster or something, or what?
Yeah, so we do have a dumpster, but we dispose of as little as possible.
Okay.
So we donate a tremendous amount of stuff. We're given to churches, we're given to nonprofits. So anything that we don't have good resale value on, or something that we choose or elect not to sell, the first step is to try and donate it further, because someone's got a use for it.
I think one of the cool things that Patrick and his crew here at Forever Yesterday does is they support the foster care community pretty strongly. Can you talk about that a little bit, Patrick?
Yeah, so we serve multiple nonprofits that are specifically in the foster care community. Anytime that there's potential for a child to be removed from a house because they're lacking a bed or a washing machine or whatever the case is, they'll contact us, and if we can fulfill the need, then we definitely do. I often get the opportunity to deliver the stuff myself, and it's just amazing to see the smile on these kids' face. And to me, it's an ugly couch, but to them, it's amazing. So
yeah, it keeps a family together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's really an awesome opportunity, not only to allow people to save some money on the secondhand side with the stores. Clothing is one of the biggest secondhand store items that we sell and across the nation. 1 out of every 3 apparel items last year bought was from secondhand, and so it's a big industry.
And it's not just for the needy too. It's for people. It's kind of a in style thing for wealthy kids and adults to go thrifting.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so they're coming in and shopping, and we're looking for the resellers. We're looking for the people that think it's trendy, but we also have our stuff priced so that the mother of 5 can put clothing and shoes on all of their kids and still be okay.
So this particular store at 90th and Maple, there's a retail strip on the northwest corner, and the far west end of it, it's a small storefront because you go in and you immediately go down the stairs. Now, when I was a kid, Patrick, this was a roller skating rink business. We used to go to birthday parties here. It's down in the basement called Cheapskate. And when I went down to the store this morning, it was cool because you can still kind of see where the roller skating rink is, and you guys have done a great job in turning it into a store.
I'm also fond of your main store. Was it about 85th and L Street? That was the Costa Sporting Goods. Where
I remember that.
Anybody in the West Side School District, especially, we went there for our sports stuff and gym stuff.
Did you play sports, Trenton?
You could call it that. I wrestled till 8th grade and football till 9th, but I was more in student government.
I was good at watching sports. So we're out here live remote today. Forever Yesterday Exchange is the name of the store. And now when I was down into the store here at 90th and Maple earlier this morning, Patrick, and we're talking with Patrick Kinchler, who founded and operated it, it's not like some of the other thrift stores I've been in. Like a lot of the thrift stores I've been in have been maybe like 95% clothing. Sure. There is some clothing, but there are also a lot of items and a lot of things that could be antiques or collector items.
Yeah, sure. So it's just the way, again, that we acquire goods. We are a for-profit business, but we are definitely a secondhand store. But we're not just waiting for people to bring us the stuff that they no longer want. We're actively pursuing and going out and acquiring the goods from, again, anything from clothing and shoes to high-end guitars.
Anybody that likes high-quality antiques, if you go to estate sales, for whatever reason, hutches, things that are 100 and something years old that are very hard to put together and very, you'd think, valuable, people don't buy antiques anymore. Why is that, Patrick?
Yeah, I think there's still a market for some antiques, but people just don't collect the same way they used to, so they just don't need display space like they used to. One of our lowest selling items is china, and so with that is the china hutch. So oftentimes we'll just remove the top and sell the bottom as a buffet.
That is so funny because when I got married, it was still that point in history where you had to go get the entire china set of 12 and what we didn't receive for wedding gifts we had to go out and buy ourselves. And I think we've used it in 25 years about 12 times.
Now, do you have gold on your china?
Heck yeah. There's like some sort of gold circle on it or something like that, or maybe silver. I don't know.
What year did you get married?
1998.
See, that's the problem. I mean, it's good. I'm happy you and Steph, made it stick and everything.
Yeah, thanks for the gift.
I got married in 2006, and we're at the platinum stage. So you can tell by like when people got what year people got married by like what their china pattern looks like.
So, like, if you got married long enough ago, you're at the bronze stage or something like that. All right, we're at Forever Yesterday Exchange. We got Craig Wolf and Patrick Kinchler with us. Patrick, I'm kind of curious, how did you get started in this industry?
So I worked full-time in the corporate world before this, and my beautiful wife, Anna, she stayed at home with our kids and kind of was flipping stuff on the side, and we started to make some money at it, and I was done in the corporate world. So we put our heads together and came up with a business plan, and I resigned, and here we are 5 years later.
Interesting. So you literally started this business out of the home with your wife doing it on the side, and next thing you know, it's a pretty nice-sized business.
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
So how did Patrick and you become connected and work together?
We had a friend of ours that brought us together, and I was not familiar with the secondhand world outside of like a Goodwill. Right, we walk into Goodwill, we are all familiar with that. But once I started studying the market, not only is it an opportunity for just the common good for people to buy items at a very reasonable price, but the market overall is growing, and I think it was if I read right, 2022 it was the secondhand market was a $28 billion market projected within the next 5 years to go to $70 billion, and so especially for the younger folks out there, they really are looking for secondhand goods, and besides just being able to give to churches and the foster care and the other nonprofits that we can help with, just finding really quality items at a very affordable price, especially in economic downturn. I was all in on it, and so here I am today.
It is interesting because a lot of retail space, Trent and I have talked about how retail has changed so much. I mean, it wasn't that many years ago where you had a lot of big box category killer retailers. Like we still have Barnes & Noble and Best Buy, but there were a lot of other big category killer. Sometimes we would call them junior anchors or junior boxes, if you will. A lot of those have gone away. They've been victims of Amazon.com and other changing ways that people buy products. Well, in a lot of cases, secondhand stores have taken some of that space, and like you said, it's a $28 billion market. They tend to do pretty well.
The other thing that Amazon and all these online stores have created is the return market, and people go out and buy pallets go to the Amazon warehouse, wherever it is, and they basically, I don't know if they bid on them or they just pay a flat rate, and then it's kind of like a surprise box. You don't know what you're going to get, but electronics and stuff like that, and people make a lot of money doing that. Have you ever thought about doing that?
We have considered it, but we have no shortage of stuff. Right. So another outlet of stuff is not what we're looking for. So,
all right. Well, we are live on location at Forever Yesterday Exchange. The exact address is 9006 Maple Street, but in English, that is the northwest corner of 90th and Maple. Big day today here. Kona Ice is going to come out later. There's going to be food. There's going to be music. AEF Academy basketball program has got a booth set up where you can test your basketball shooting skills.
And we got free Krispy Kreme donuts.
Free Krispy Kreme donuts.
Fresh.
Trenton and I are having fun out here, so come on out today and experience this. We're going to take our middle of the show break for the news, but when we come back, we'll have our Noddle Company's commercial real estate development spotlight of the week, and we're going to talk a little bit about more what's going on here. And did I mention AEF Academy? We're going to talk about that too. A lot of things going on. You're listening to Jeff and Trenton. We've got Patrick Kinchler and Craig Wolf with us, and we'll be back right after this on News Radio 1110 KFAB. Good job, guys.
That was awesome.
Yeah, going well. Is there anything
How big is this space?
20,000.
Is there anything that we missed
Is this the whole thing?
regarding this
Yeah.
business that
Yeah.
we definitely want to get?
That would be a question.
Is there anything that we missed about your business in that segment that we definitely want to get on in the next?
Sorry, yes, again.
Is there anything we missed in that segment about your business that you want to make sure I get in the next segment?
I think what makes us different, right?
Okay.
I think product acquisition is important, which we talked about, but the customer service is important, and then again, just the type and the breadth of stuff that we have.
You know, with the locations, it might be
But
good to talk about 84 to know that's more furniture. Get people are looking for big item furniture items, right?
Yeah.
To the type of items that are here. Because if they're looking for secondhand store furniture, they don't want to be here. It's better to go to 84 type.
Okay, so one question we'll ask, Trent, you're going to want to hear this. We'll have the Noddle thing. We'll talk then a little about what's going on here today. We'll talk about AEF briefly, and then we'll go back to Patrick, and we'll ask what makes for every.
I know, I got everything here. Are you listening?
Okay, we'll ask what makes for every
We got
yesterday
donuts somewhere.
change different than other secondhand retailers, and then we're also going to ask what's the difference between the two stores. Okay. Don't step on your headphones cord.
That was a Hinky-Dinky, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can remember it. It's got the same wall. Just the one that maybe have that same wall.
Yeah, it's tough. I think they added on to it.
Oh, okay.
It's inside the cleaning mart.
Oh, okay.
But you know that shopping center was developed by Simon.
Simon Property Group? Really? So one of their early ones?
David and exactly. On the easement stuff that they signed it.
Really? When did that company even start?
I don't know. The world's largest, one of the world's largest.
When was the last time you played putt-putt, Trent? It's been a long time.
That's the one sport I'm okay at. Actually, with Ryan Bumpkin down, it was like indoor fancy at Nebraska Fur Truck down in Texas, the Colony, Texas, and I beat Ryan Bumpkin. I was so proud. He's a little athlete. He's got just tougher than and ping pong. My friend Jeff Cavich over at Allmix beat Terrence Crawford at ping pong. Terrence was pissed. He came in to get furniture or whatever, and they have a ping pong table. You know, Terrence was competitive. Of course he's pissed.
So I wouldn't want to play him in anything.
So it sounds like they're going to have that rematch, right?
So Spence has,
We haven't seen that. It's hard to find. If you look at, you hear people refer to it, but you don't see like an official statement or anything like that.
Well, they have
It's
to fight
probably
by the end of the year.
It's probably still healing.
He took a beating, didn't he?
Well, if he goes, was it Canelo or whatever?
Yeah.
If he fights at 168, can you imagine how much money will be in that deal?
That's going to be
Everybody's going to be tuned in.
That's a lot. That's a big jump.
But I'm excited that it's not just heavyweight. You know, it's like Mike Tyson. Everybody remembers the heavyweights. And Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't have been heavyweight, did he?
No, he was in this weight class.
Yeah,
He's
small.
Marvin Hagler, Duran.
But I like how the younger guys, the smaller guys, are getting too much notice.
I agree. Yeah. Well, it's boxing overall is just so down. I mean, if if this was the 80s, Crawford would be like, one of the top people in the world that know people.
It's been too long since Rocky was popular movie series. Seriously, it had
still
to help.
going.
It had to help.
Probably.
Rocky,
Had
the
to help,
geriatric year.
Well, Muhammad Ali, you know.
Creed, Rocky geriatric.
What's Creed is what it is.
Yeah.
Is that his son or like his nephew?
Isn't Sylvester Stallone like 75, 80 years old?
He's old. But he's coming out with a new movie. There's a new movie with him coming out.
He looks a lot younger than his age.
So I read a story that he wrote that script. Stallone wrote the script, and he was like almost living on the streets. And he was
It's such a cool
and he
story.
wanted to star in it himself.
Right.
If he sold it, we never would have known his name.
Yeah.
And he's short.
How are we doing on time?
Yeah, this middle break is awfully long, but the news is over. Now we're on like our 8th commercial after the news.
Yeah, the middle break is quite long.
We love our advertisers.
How's the YouTube thing going?
Pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah,
we
we've
get
got
a lot of views.
Oh, we get at least 10 or 11.
Oh no, we get a lot of because we have that on the Gromaha website. So some people see it on YouTube, and more people see it on the Gromaha website.
But the
It's a lot of views.
newsletter has over 18,000 people, and we started with
Chris?
6,100.
It's
A lot of
incredible.
views.
I love that.
Everybody's on the newsletter, and then our podcast is the most listened to podcast on
Tripping on
the
wires.
5 stations.
Wish I could help you
No
with that.
kidding. Well, it's a great show. I wasn't kidding when I said it's special.
20 years
radio.
come, I think January 10th, 2004 is when it started, so it'll be 20 years.
Damn. You're gonna have not outside party, but a celebration of sorts.
In January.
All the big famous guests that you've had on, like
Craig Wolf,
Craig Wolf.
Patrick Kinchler.
We'll have a free putt-putt in January.
Yeah.
Snow putt.
You can make it some fundraiser or something. Come out. Like if look, if you're gonna jump in cold water when it's 32 degrees,
Right.
come out.
Well, it's not unheard of to have 60-degree days in January.
This is true.
It happens sometimes.
Yes, this is true.
Not often enough.
We need more Starbucks. Solar putt-putt?
Polar putt. Actually, you're asking if we've been putt-putting. You're asking when was the last time we went putt-putting. When the kids were little, I would go sometimes because we had taken miniature golfing or whatever. I usually beat them.
Worldwide Beard Day. I see you're Bobby. You know that?
Is it really Worldwide Beard Day?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably plug that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is getting a little gray. I might have to throw some.
Mine was red when I was growing up, so I'll take gray over red.
Yeah.
Oh, fat.
It was kind of reddish. Is yours red? Is your beard red? If you had one, it would be red. So he's not offended.
No, I'm just talking to the audience.
Okay. I think talking to Chris.
I might have overshot the zone.
Here we go. And we're back. Grow Omaha's live on location from Forever Yesterday Exchange, northwest corner of 90th and Maple. Come out and see us today. They have all sorts of fun things planned. It's kind of like a festival environment here today at Forever Yesterday Exchange. Show's brought to you by Dingman's Collision Center and D&M Roofing and Siding. All right, let's go into our commercial real estate development spotlight of the week, which is brought to you by Noddle Companies. They are the premier real estate development firm in this area of the country. Do projects all over the place, but here in Omaha they have things like the Builders District downtown, Exarban Village, Village Point West Medical Campus, Steel Ridge, River's Edge, many others. So many of the nice buildings you see around town were developed by Noddle Companies. Well, here are our news items. We got 2 of them for you today. First of all, we go to Exarban Village, and in the former Greenbelly restaurant space on the ground floor of HDR's World Headquarters building, signage has gone in for Rub Rotisserie Urban Kitchen. That's RUB, Rub rotisserie urban kitchen. So they're getting close, and I am told that we should be excited about that it's going to be a pretty good and unique place in the restaurant market.
It's from the owner of Al Courant, I believe.
Yes, sir. So you know it's going to be good. And then we go to a different Noddle Companies project downtown, north downtown to be specific. Last week we told you that demolition had started on an old Saul's pawn shop warehouse right there on about 15th and I'm drawing a blank. I think it's California Street, and it's just a little bit south of that mass timber four-story office building that is under construction. And that building is now completely removed except for a little bit of foundation and a pile of rubble. But that's going to make way for pretty exciting development there in the north downtown area. And that is your Noddle Company's Commercial Real Estate Development Spotlight of the Week. You can find out more about Noddle by going to noddlecompanies.com. All right, we are out at Forever Yesterday Exchange, and our good friend Craig Wolf, who is owner along with his wife of Cheer Athletics and Groma sponsor, and one of the investors here at Forever Yesterday Exchange. But Craig, another company that you're involved in is AEF Academy. They have a display booth out here. Tell us about the booth and then what's new with AEF Academy.
Thanks again for having coming on out here and having Patrick and I on the show. So when I left C&A Industries, we sold the company in October 2019, and I stayed on a year for the integration with Medical Solutions. I took a step back and said, what can I do to help Omaha? I'm a born, raised Omaha, die Omaha, and love this community. And so we started investing in kids. Tiffany and I brought Cheer Athletics here from Plano, Texas. We're locally owned but have the resources across the country of the number one cheer gym in the country. Then I met Andy Beck. Andy Beck is a 17-year basketball coach, great passion for kids, incredible high-character person, and I love investing in people. And when I see somebody like Andy, his passion, I thought, let's create an incredible basketball academy. And so we will be in our first full year here, fall and winter. We have 14 teams. We will move into our new building, 13,000 square foot facility here in October, and very excited about that. We're going to be off of 99th and Portal, which is off of 108th and Giles over there in Sarpy County. And so we're really excited to be part of Sarpy County. We've had a lot of great feedback, people calling us and approaching us saying, hey, thank goodness, we have a great program like AEF Academy in Sarpy. And so we're off and running.
Well, it's very cool, and there is a display booth out here, so you can learn a little bit about AEF Academy when you come and visit Forever Yesterday Exchange, 90th and Maple. Let's go back to Patrick Kinchler from Forever Yesterday Exchange. And Patrick, we were talking about the secondhand market and stores like Forever Yesterday Exchange. What makes this one different from other secondhand retailers?
Yeah, so again, I think it just comes back to how we acquire products. So we keep the shelf stocked with new stuff. We're putting out new stuff just about every single day. And it's not just a few items, but it's shelves and boxes full of new stuff. Plus, we just love on people. When you come in, you feel like you're a part of the family. So it's just the way we treat people. It's the stuff that we have, and we just enjoy serving people. So I think that's what makes us different.
So Forever Yesterday Exchange, there's two unique stores, right? One is near 84th and L, and the other one is here on 90th and Maple Street. What's the difference?
So our 84th and L Street location is ground level, so that's where we keep all of our furniture. We don't bring any furniture over to the 90th and Maple location because I don't want to haul a couch out of here, and I don't want anybody else to haul a couch
down
out
the
of
stairs.
Here. But we got most of all of our furniture over at 84th and L, and a huge art selection, huge lamp selection. Plus, we've got a pile of littles over there. And then at 90th and Maple is just 20,000 square feet of little stuff. Yeah,
things that you can carry up the steps.
Yeah.
Patrick, what's your number one selling item here out of the store? Clothes, books. What do you track that?
Yeah, we track it, but it's a hard press between clothes and books, and I'll say collectibles, knickknacks, stuff like that. So
I know when I was down there earlier today, I saw some things that like, oh yeah, if you were a collector of this, you would definitely want to be in this place. There's some unique things, and some of the stuff seems kind of antique-like. Let's go take our final break of the hour, and when we come back, we're going to have the Turner Construction Lightning Round. Got a few news items for you on that, and then we're going to finish up after that with a couple more things from Forever Yesterday Exchange. So you're listening to Jeff and Trenton on Grow Omaha. We have Patrick Kinchler and Craig Wolf with us live on location, 90th and Maple. Going to take our final break. We're brought to you by Dingman's Collision Center and D&M Roofing and Siding. Back in a moment on News Radio 1110 KFAB.
What is the most collected item? People that come and collect, is it figurines? Is it
That we receive, or that goes out the
that
door?
goes out the door?
Man, it's just such a huge.
I know you got everything, but
it is such a huge bag. Because people are walking out with a full cartload of stuff from steel wool to Goebbels.
Like, are Beanie Babies still?
No way.
Nobody buys Beanie
No,
Babies.
I mean they do, but we're selling them for a quarter each.
Right.
Yeah, man. So
Isn't that amazing?
yeah.
I got this one, 3,000.
I bought 3,000 for the station.
Sure, there's one. It's like stamps, right? Dime a dozen. Or
Yeah.
1 in a million is worth some money.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Like I was saying on the show, we did one house that was guitars.
Oh, really?
High-end guitars.
People just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know what's in our house.
I suppose
The guy lived in a 1,500 square foot home.
Yeah.
He put all his money in guitars.
That was his hobby.
Yeah,
That was his passion.
How many guitars you get?
Like 28. Yeah.
Wow.
And if the rest of the family doesn't care about them,
Yeah.
How do you value this?
We'll go into the home and take an assessment of everything that's there, and then just come back and do some research. I mean, I wish I knew everything, but
Right.
I got to come up with the technology to put on my drone and just scan the house and
But I know from experience that it's expensive to move furniture. It's expensive to hold stuff.
Yeah.
And people think that when they have an estate sale, they're gonna make all kinds of money, and usually they do, but it's not. Whenever I buy anything now, I'm like, okay, when I die, someone's gonna probably pay maybe 10% of this, maybe 5%. And it's like,
Yes.
do I really need this?
Yeah. So we offer between 30 and 50% depending on what it is.
We'll have it 7 total minutes when we come back. I'll go through the lightning round stuff pretty lightning-like.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
You okay, Rod?
Are we ready?
Just checking.
He was concerned about you.
Yeah, everybody thinks their stuff's worth.
Well, it's because it's.
And we're back. Grow Omaha live on location right here at Forever Yesterday Exchange, 90th and Maple Northwest corner. They have a bunch of things going on here today. You're going to want to come and check it out. But first, it's time for your Turner Construction Lightning Round. Turner Construction is building for Omaha's future. They have all sorts of team members here in Omaha that are dedicated to building top-notch, amazing structures and interior build-outs, but they're also devoted to Omaha and the community. You see Turner people everywhere. I go to an industry event in the real estate development construction world. You got Turner people there doing their part, making Omaha a better place. If you work in the trades and you want a good place to work, try Turner. Local service, local attention and focus, but with the resources of a big international company. Turner Construction sponsoring the Lightning Round. All right, let's get started. Creative Culture. Creative Culture is a do-it-yourself art and craft studio store that opened earlier this summer at 1410 Howard Street, just west of the Old Market. It's the space that for a very short while served as the downtown library after they closed the W. Dale Clark and before the 1401 Jones one opened. Now it's Creative Culture. It's based out of Kansas City. 2 locations there, also one in Portland, Oregon, and now the one in Omaha. By the way, in addition to making arts and craft stuff, one of their most popular maker things that you can do if you go in there with yourself or your friends or a group, gourmet milkshakes. Pretty impressive stuff.
That's a lot better than painting a pot.
Oklahoma Joe's has opened its drive-through portion of the new store, 204th and Pacific. The dining room opens on Wednesday. Cops Pizza, which has locations in Papillion, 72nd and Jones, and 180th and West Center. They are now in Kansas City. Just opened a store last weekend in Overland Park. Interior build-out is underway on Dirty Dough Cookie Shop and Jersey Mike's Sub Shop in Papillion Southport area. That's just east of Cabela's and south of Embassy Suites. A lot of things happening at Shadow Lake Town Center in Papillion. New retailers coming. Skechers, Dogtopia, and Carter's will open next to one another in an existing area. A bunch of spaces between Subway and Five Below stores. And then Skin Experts plans to open next to Bath and Body Works. And finally, renovations are underway on the old Wheatfield space in the old market at 12th and Howard. That's going to be a new restaurant from Flagship Group. And I've heard, we got to confirm this, but I heard it might be a Mediterranean restaurant.
That'd be good. That would join the other 3 that they're doing in the Brickline building down on 10th Street.
And that is your Turner Construction lightning round for today. Now, we are going to finish up here at Forever Yesterday Exchange, 90th and Maple Street. We have with us Patrick Kinchler, the founder and owner, and Craig Wolf, an investor in the business. And Patrick, if people come out here today and join in this kind of festival, open house type environment, what are they going to experience?
Yeah, so we got free putt-putt going on. We've got Kona Ice going. And then from 11 to 1, we're going to have hot dogs and chips and bottled water and live music. So they're going to come in and have a good time and be treated with love. Our live music today will be brought to you by Aaron Bressman. Hope Aaron's doing well. He's the director of worship over at Grace Hill Church off of 204th and Huckleberry. And so we're excited to have Aaron out here playing for everybody today.
Are you doing a solo too, Craig?
Boy, I have a sore throat, Trenton. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit the high pitch.
I think some things are best left to Aaron. Not that Craig couldn't do it, because you can do a lot. But I've never heard you sing, at least sober.
And you, maybe in the shower, but yeah, we'll leave that as it is.
And so, Patrick, if people go downstairs and check out the store, that's just business as usual today, right? They can pick out anything they want. They can do a little treasure hunting, antiquing down there, or finding some stuff for daily life essentials.
Yeah, treasure hunting, lots of stuff to look through, and when you get to the register, it's going to be 50% off your entire cart.
Now, how did we get free putt-putt here today? You guys don't own the putt-putt, do you? Or did you just strike a deal with them?
Yeah, no, we're offering it to the customers for exposure to get people here, and it's a great group of people over there too.
So, Patrick, before we go, let's say there's someone out there that has had someone pass away in their family, and they've got to do something with the house and all of its contents. How do they start that process, and what happens?
Yeah, check us out at foreveryesterdayexchange.com. We've got a contact us form. You can find us on Facebook, and we've got our information all over the place, so we'd love to just come out and take a look.
So is that the first step? After they contact you guys, go out there and do an inventory?
Yep, we'll go out and do a free consultation, take a look at the home and what it's going to take to get it prepared and ready to be sell ready.
Okay, and then once the homeowner says, go, we're going to go with you guys, how long does it take, and what's the next step?
So we're normally booked out about 6 weeks. We're about the middle of October right now. So there's a little bit of time. So if you need something, give us a call. But we can usually get a decent-sized home done in a day or 2 days. We got a full crew that we send out there, and they treat the home as if it's their own and pack it up and get it out the door. Our slogans, when we're done, you're done, because we want to walk out and leave you with no burden.
With an empty house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 6 weeks isn't that bad. I mean, shoot, if you have like a little home repair project these days, you're lucky if it's done in 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's no problem at all. All right, so we've got the music. And what time, Craig, is Aaron performing here again today?
Aaron will be here 11 to 1 today, and we'll have food and 50% off your cart on a beautiful day like today. Come on out, everybody. It'll be a great day.
That sounds pretty cool. Well, we are at Forever Yesterday Exchange, 90th and Maple. It is on the northwest corner. They have that other location down by 85th and L. And go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, there's music at 84th and L Street and food and Kona Ice there, too.
What? We're having it at 2 locations?
Yes, sir.
This is the first I've heard of this.
We can only be at 1 location here with Grow Omaha. So, but hey, if you have the 10 to 11 spot, maybe we can scramble over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, KFAB gives that to someone else. I'm sure they're fine, even though they're no Grow Omaha. But we can't have the whole day, partly because KFAB is a diverse station, and Trent and I have other things to do in life. But at any rate, we are out at 90th and Maple, northwest corner. come out and see us sometime today and enjoy all the things we have out there. You can go downstairs and see the things they have in that area as well. So Trenton, next week we'll be back in the studio. But as we look ahead, we've got the Labor Day weekend, and we hope everyone is safe and kind of enjoys it. And before we go, I also wanted to give one shout out to my alma mater, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, for the wonderful thing they did for the state of Nebraska, for the university, for the city of Lincoln, and for volleyball fans and women's athletics together. I didn't go.
Amazing.
I wished I had. After watching it on the BTN, I wished I had attended it. 92,000 people packed into Memorial Stadium. Biggest crowd ever to witness a women's sporting event in world history. How cool was that?
Awesome.
All right. Well, we are going to call it quits for today. You've been listening to Grow Omaha. Show's been brought to you by Turner Construction, along with D&M Roofing and Dingman's Collision Center. So, Craig Wolf and Patrick, appreciate you guys joining us.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Good luck to everything you've got going on this weekend here at Forever Yesterday Exchange, 90th of Maple. Hope everyone has a great week. I'm Jeff Beals.
And I'm Trenton Magid.
You've been listening to Grow Omaha. We'll chat with you again next week at 9 o'clock right here on News Radio 1110 KFAB. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.